Jumba was born on the planet Kweltikwan, and this is where he originally created a series of illegal genetic experiments. Unfortunately, his decision to create these experiments led to his banishment from his world. He then bought his own laboratory, where he continued to create more experiments alongside his former college friend Dr. Hämsterviel. Eventually, both Jumba and Hämsterviel would be arrested following the creation of Jumba's experiment 626, but Jumba was released by the Galactic Federation to attempt to capture his creation. While attempting to apprehend 626, Jumba finds new meaning in his life on the planet better known as Earth, and he appears to become good-natured. Sure, he did some experimentation on the side, but he was no longer a defined, feared evil genius, leading me to wonder, was he really ever evil? If he wasn't, why would he even make these experiments? Hello, I'm Isaac from Whatso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people, and today I'm going to inquire on the morality of Jumba and discover why he created his experiments. Jumba truly boasts of his evil genius status.
I prefer to be called evil genius!
He was able to create hundreds of experiments with wide varieties of powers and abilities with huge destructive capabilities. Along with making all of these monstrosities, he was arrested and banished from his homeworld, showing he has a villainous record to be proud of. But the problem is, there are no experiments that stayed evil. Why would he make hundreds of evil experiments that could be reformed? 626 experiments were brought to find their special place in the world and become helpful members of society. Experiment 262 was even an altruistic superhero alien. Jumba did create a few experiments that seemed pure evil, but they all had weaknesses built in. 627 could be distracted and disabled by comedic behavior, and Jumba programmed Leroy to have a shutdown triggered from the song Aloha Oi. If his experiments were meant to be destructive organisms, how could he let morality cloud their programming hundreds of times? Well, he did account for that through experiment 624, otherwise known as Angel. After building so many monsters who could be swayed to reformation, he developed a new experiment designed to bring individuals to become evil. He created a way to keep all of his experiments evil forever, except she was swayed to become good. Experiments after her were immune to her siren call, and she could sing her song in reverse to make the incorruptible good. I think Jumba wanted to make evil experiments, but he was confusing evil with chaos.
He will be irresistibly drawn to large cities where he will back up sewers, reverse street signs, and steal everyone's left shoe.
Jumba was creating beings to cause disorder and confusion, but they still all had a morality within them. Was he just bad at making experiments? Or maybe he just wasn't an evil villain? In the Lilo and Stitch the series episode Ace, it was revealed that Jumba is a member of the Evil Genius Organization, which is an organization comprised of various evil scientists from across the galaxy. By the end of the episode, the group realizes Jumba was no longer appearing to be pure evil, so they revoked his membership to the organization. Although he likes to boast he was only partially reformed, his actions speak otherwise. Jumba gives gifts, protects, and helps Lilo, Stitch, and the rest of his Ohana, and he is helping the elimination of his experiment's dark behavior on a daily basis. This notion he is not a villain is supported by Disney. He appeared in a limited amount of Disney villains related material prior to the original film's release, but has since been removed. Jumba seemed to possess the facade of a villain, but he never did anything that horrible since none of his experiments were real threats due to their ability to be reformed, and his actions suggest he's a kind-hearted alien. The more I understand Jumba, the less it feels like he was ever a legitimate villain. If he was never truly evil, then what could have brought him to make his illegal experiments? The episode The Asteroid revealed that Jumba suffered from homesickness and he would do anything to get back there, reminding us Jumba had a life he was familiar with before Lilo and Stitch, and those conditions led him to his evil genius behavior. Not only did he miss his planet, but we also learn that he has a strong respect for his mother.
Oh, leave my mother out of this!
And guess what? She was actually evil. In the episode Sinker, he mentioned sending presents to his evil genius family back home,
and souvenirs from gift shop sent to evil genius family back home,
hinting that he may come from a line of evil geniuses. Since he had a great deal of respect for his mother, who is evil, then the truth is, Jumba attempts to be an evil genius because of pressures from his family. Jumba also references a former wife he was not very fond of, and since he cared about his family's opinion, then he probably married someone that was evil like them.
Ah! It is my worst fear.
ex-wife.
When you are getting a real job.
They probably got divorced because Jumba didn't see a soulmate in a villainous woman who was never satisfied with his evil work. Jumba was not really evil. He loved his world and his family, but they were all evil geniuses, so he was pressured by his family to pursue illegal work. He was able to make impressive new discoveries and species, but they weren't meant to destroy the galaxy. Jumba made his experiments as props for his facade, but it all worked out. His creations led him to find a family that accepted him for him. His experiments gave him his true Ohana. This video was sponsored by my patrons over at Patreon. Patreon is a voluntary pledge service where you can support creators like me while also earning exclusive rewards. If you are interested in donating to help grow the channel, check out the page at patreon.com/WatsoVideos. If you'd like to continue to learn and theorize on Jumba Jookiba, then I'll leave the links to the movies and resources I use in the description of this video. So now it's time for your thoughts. Do you think Jumba was evil, and did his family pressure him into creating hundreds of illegal experiments? Let me know in the comment section, along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then remember to subscribe to WatsoVideos and click the bell if you'd like to be notified when I post. Thanks for watching, and have a magical day.